given this 30 seconds. Okay, yes. Woo! We're live on YouTube. Gonna look at this camera above my phone because that is the YouTube high quality stream going on here. What's up, YouTube? That was a weird intro, but we just had some technical difficulties. We are also live here on Instagram, going live every Friday from here on out for Let's Meet for Coffee, a casual chat over some coffee about the creative industry. I'm giving you tips, tricks. We're talking about new cameras that are launching. Last week, we talked about the R5 versus the A7S III, which one we want. That was a pretty heated debate. This week, in today's video, we're talking about overcoming 3 struggles that every single creator faces. I don't care if you just picked up a camera or you've been doing this for 10 plus years. These are 3 things that all creators face, including myself. And I'm going to tell you how I have overcame them. And I'm actually currently still working on doing that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me check the chat on Instagram real quick. We got some people saying what's up, but we will do like a 5-minute Q&A at the end of this live stream. Expect it to be like 10, 15 minutes at the most, and then like a 5-minute Q&A at the very end. If you're live here on YouTube, I don't know why I pointed over here. If you're live here on YouTube, drop any comments, questions in the chat. And at the very end, for the last 5 minutes, I'm going to go over any questions you guys might have. So probably not going to reference the chat too much during this live stream because that's distracting. So save your comments for the very end. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you're new here to Let's Meet for Coffee, this is only episode 2, so pretty much everyone is new. It is a casual chat every Friday about the creative industry. The name came from sitting at a cafe with your buddy, chatting about cameras, chatting about the creative process. That's something that I used to love to do pre-COVID. And now that all coffee shops are shut down, I've kind of lost that ability, which sucks. So we're bringing that here to the Adventure Labs community every Friday. It's going to be super casual. This is live. I do have some notes, but it's pretty much unscripted. And today we're talking about overcoming 3 struggles that all creators face, no matter what stage you're at in the creative journey. So you're probably thinking, why listen to this dude? Why listen to me? I probably wouldn't listen to some random dude on the internet that I don't even know, giving me tips about photography. I'm no Peter McKinnon, that's for sure, but I've been doing this for a while. I've been running multiple production companies, and I've worked at multiple production companies for over 5 years now. When I was a junior in college, I started a media production company called Chico Media Group, and that was like a corporate video production company where we did brand story videos, that kind of stuff, corporate photography. I still run that to this day. So with that brand, I've learned a lot about creating, right? Because I'm doing it every single day. Then shortly after that, I started Adventure Labs, and here we are today with that. Not frolicking. What's the word for it? Wrong word. It's better than ever right now. Can't think of the word, but Adventure Labs is better than ever right now. We have huge plans. We have something exciting dropping on Monday. But long story short, been doing this for a while. I've shot for brands like Mitsubishi, Nissan, Guayaki Yerba Mate, traveled the world doing this stuff. Again, I'm no Peter McKinnon, but I've been doing this stuff for a while. So if you want to listen to me, great. If not, no harm. That's fine. So without further ado, let's get into struggle number 1 that all creators face at some point, and how I have personally overcame that, and how you can too if you implement these tips. So the first one is lack of confidence in your work. That's a huge, very broad statement I'm making, and that could come from the standpoint of you're scared to post your work. You don't even want to go out and shoot because you don't think your work's good enough. It's kind of that typical creator, we're always hard on ourselves type of feeling. And I'm sure if you've picked up a camera, you immediately know what I'm talking about, right? So how do we overcome that? Well, first is you have to understand that everyone sucks at everything they do in the beginning. Doesn't matter what. You could pick up a camera. You're not going to be good at photography the very first time you do that. Think about like a nurse or a doctor. They don't just start performing on people having never done it or learned about it before. And then to bring it more relevant to this industry, mentioned Peter McKinnon earlier. You think Peter was a good photographer the second he picked up his camera or even phone? Maybe he was. I don't know. He's kind of a legend. We're looking a little overexposed. There we go. But probably not. Most people suck when they start doing anything. And just coming to terms to that, if you're just starting out and being okay with it and accepting it, is going to boost your confidence like crazy. Don't get so worked up in the fact that you don't think your work is great the first time you take a photo. Grab a camera, recognize that your first photo and probably your 10th and your 100th and maybe even your 1000th is going to suck, right? But that's just going to give you more confidence and understanding in why you're creating content. So that's sort of tip number one when it comes to building confidence as a creator. The second part is that pro tip here, little secret, you will never be satisfied with the quality of your work. Let me let that sink in while I take a sip of coffee here. You will never be cool with the quality of your work. As you get better, your expectations of your content are also going to go up. So you're going to get a new camera, a new lens. You're going to start to shoot better content. And with that, again, sorry, someone. Oh no. Technical difficulty. We're waiting for this live to start again. If you're on YouTube, Instagram just paused because someone tried to call me. I forgot to put it on airplane mode. Sorry about that. So we're having a restart here on Instagram. Now we're waiting for people to join again. Oh, technical difficulties are the best, right? If you're here on YouTube, though, watching, leave a comment and let me know if you're getting any value from this video. Trying my best not to ramble super hard. But yeah, hopefully you're getting some value. Instagram, let me go live. Take a sip of your coffee. Hey, everyone on the live. I just got a phone call because I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode and it paused the live. I'm super sorry. We're gonna keep this thing rolling again. Technical difficulties, they happen. And referencing struggle number one, lack of confidence in your work. This is only our second time doing this series. So of course I have a little bit of a lack of confidence in the series because I just started it. And here I am accepting that it's probably going to suck. Hopefully you're getting some value. We've already had multiple technical difficulties, but we're out here making it happen. And that's how we get better. So let's move right on to struggle number two. And struggle number two as a creator is feeling like you have boring videos or you're just feeling a lack of inspiration. Like you shoot maybe 2 or 3 videos that you're super excited for, and then come video 4, you just lose inspiration. You don't know what to shoot. You don't want to shoot another review. You don't want to shoot another portrait session or whatever. Happens to everyone. So that's struggle number 2 is a lack of inspiration, feeling like your content you're producing is just boring. So here's how I personally overcome that. Make a plan. Sit down before you go out and shoot for 1 to 2 hours. Grab a pencil, a notebook, a piece of paper, pad of paper. Make a plan before you shoot. Come up with some wild idea. Doesn't even have to be wild. You could be filming plants in your front or backyard, whatever. But sit down and make a little storyboard. Write things out. That'll get the creative juices kind of flowing. That's what I do all the time if I don't really have the inspiration to just pick up a camera and go. Sit down beforehand and plan what you're going to shoot. Write it out. Do a little quick storyboard. Do a little shot list. Even write about what your little video is going to be about. Talk about the story. Now, on the flip side, sometimes you just may have no idea where to start. So that's not going to work. So in other cases, sometimes you literally do have to just grab your camera, head outside, and start shooting. I guarantee you the hardest part is just starting So once you're actually out there shooting, getting shots, reviewing them, just going through that creative process, I promise the creative juices will start flowing. The ideas will come. Something that you could never have even thought of sitting there with your notepad might spark just in the process of doing it and creating, right? So that's struggle number 2, and how to overcome lack of inspiration or boring videos. The last struggle we're going to talk about today, struggle number 3 that all creators face. And before I say that, our live just got cut off because someone called me. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. So here we are back. That's why we just quit. But anyway, struggle number 3 is buying camera gear. I think that's something everyone can relate with. Camera gear is super expensive. People ask me all the time how I can afford camera gear. Sometimes give me a hard time about owning camera gear, saying, oh, must be nice to have all that gear. But here's a secret. I've been working for over 10 years to get to the point where I am today with my gear. Every single day, all day long, my brain is thinking about shooting content, how I can up my game, become a better creator, get a better shot, work with the next brand, literally 24/7. It's kind of a blessing and a curse, that entrepreneurial mindset. But I've been working for 10 years plus straight to get to the point where I am today, to be fortunate to have this microphone. I just kind of hit it for those on YouTube. This laptop, this camera, this live stream setup. It takes time and it takes work. So to do that, reinvest every single dollar you make into a gear fund. And I'm talking every single dollar, even in the beginning, when you don't have dollars, invest your time. If you have no work and you need a portfolio and you want to make money as a creator and you want to have nice, fancy, expensive gear to one day shoot dope content, go shoot a video for free. If you're interested in portrait photography, grab a friend, someone off the street. I don't know, people do that on TikTok now. And go shoot some stuff for free. Then take that free content you just shot, present it to a business or another friend that might be more willing to pay for your portrait session, and charge them not a whole lot, $20, $50. Do that a few times. Okay, then put some of that money aside. As you get better and better here, you're charging more and more. Then you charge $100 for a shoot. Then you charge $200, then $500, then $1,000. Then eventually you're going to get to a point, if you're passionate and committed enough, where you're closing 5 and 6 figure shoots, $10,000, $100,000 shoots. And now you wonder how you can have such nice camera gear. It's because you've worked a long, hard time to get that gear and you use it as a tool. Once you start doing this for a living and you're making money with cameras, they become tools, not just toys. It's an investment. Every dollar you put into your camera has to be at least $2 back for that to be a good investment. So how do you buy camera gear? How do you afford expensive gear? Work at it, work hard, shoot content for free, then for a little money, then more money, then a lot of money, continue to reinvest. It's possible. Everyone who has nice camera gear ever has done it. So that's how you buy expensive camera gear. So I'm going to wrap things up here before we get into a quick Q&A for those that are here. If anyone even has questions or just wants to say what's up, grab a sip of my coffee. If you're new on the live, this is Let's Meet for Coffee, casual series talking about the creative industry. Struggle number 1 that we talked about overcoming was lack of confidence in your work. Struggle number 2, lack of inspiration, boring videos, thinking you're shooting boring stuff. How do you get better at coming up with ideas? How do you become more creative and make that actually come to fruition? And then struggle number 3 is affording expensive camera gear. Just a quick recap, if you forgot what we talked about already, those were the 3 things. Before we dive into the Q&A, just want to say thanks for chilling. Thanks for coming out here. Hopefully you have your coffee. You got a little caffeinated. I definitely am. If you want more tips and tricks like this delivered to your inbox about twice a week, join our creator newsletter, the Adventure Labs creative newsletter. It's adventurelabs.co, not .com, adventurelabs.co/creator newsletter. Go to that web address, enter your name, email. You're going to get tips like this and even a summary of this video sent to your inbox totally for free. So thanks for chilling. Hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. Hope you're planning some adventures for this weekend. I'm just gonna be chilling here now for the next few minutes to answer some questions. Leave them down there in the chat. I haven't really looked at it yet. So please give one camera. We have more camera giveaways coming up soon. Don't worry. No, Riley, Trail Boy, you forgot your coffee. Let's see. Do you have any editing tips? Yes, actually, and it's funny you ask. We're launching something very exciting on Monday morning, first thing, like 6 a.m. And what we're launching, I wish I could tell you guys. You're just gonna have to wait and see. What we're launching is gonna help you figure out your own creative style when it comes to editing your photos. Let's just leave it at that. So stay tuned till Monday. Let's see. Checking on the comments. Do you donate cameras to those who can't afford? Yes, we do. We do giveaways to change lives. If we could give away a new camera every day, we would, but they're expensive. Best drone camera shooting tips. Oh man, I have the Mavic Air, the original one. I've been rocking it for 3+ years now, and it's still going strong. I want to upgrade to the Mavic Air 2, I believe it's called. It's just better quality overall, some new features. I'd say the best quality consumer drone is the Mavic 2 Pro by far. The image that comes out of that camera with the 1-inch sensor is absolutely insane, incredible. And then, of course, the Inspire by DJI. That's like if you want to take it to a very high production level, almost Hollywood status. That's the camera that's the drone you're gonna rock, the Inspire. But man, they're expensive. What's your favorite gimbal? I really like the Ronin M, to be honest. So the older version of the Ronin S. I have the Ronin S right now, and I got rid of the Ronin M, which I'm pretty upset about because I figured new piece of equipment, new gear came out, so it's probably gonna be better than the last. Not necessarily all the time. The Ronin M, I feel like, is just more stable, being able to hold it like this. I can get a little bit smoother shots in like really bumpy scenarios, like if I'm hanging out the back of a truck or if I'm in a boat, than I can on the Ronin S. That being said, love how I can set the Ronin S down wherever with the little legs on the bottom. That is a great feature. The Ronin S is by no means bad. I love it. I use it all the time. You probably can't even tell a difference in the footage from the Ronin M. I just think I enjoyed using the Ronin M a little more, but I don't know. Either the Ronin M or the Ronin S. Love them. I'm looking for a new tripod, mostly landscape photographer. There's so many out there, but do you have one you might recommend? If you have the budget, obviously Manfrotto makes really great stuff. That's what I use. I like their carbon travel tripod. The ball head lets you move it vertically, so you can take those vertical landscape shots. It's super lightweight. It's pretty compact because it's carbon fiber. If you can't afford that, which most people probably can't, it's a super expensive tripod. Go on Amazon and just look up travel ball head tripod, and that's for photography. If you need a video tripod, then you need something with a fluid head. So check out Manfrotto's fluid head tripods. But if you're a photographer, you can get like a pretty solid tripod on Amazon for like $30, I think. Like my girlfriend has one that I use all the time when I forget mine, and it's solid. And it was like $30. Just look up like ball head travel tripod on Amazon, something like that. Gonna answer a couple more questions here. Anything on YouTube? Nothing on YouTube yet. Gitzo secondhand $400 with the ball head. Yeah, tripods are pretty pricey. Worth it though. Got to invest in your craft and your business. Let's see. Yeah, read these comments. There's some good tripod knowledge being dropped here. I have a few photos. Can I send to you and you give them marks? I think you want some reviews of your photos? Sure. DM us your photos. I'll check them out. Favorite E-mount lens? G Masters are obviously dope. Tamron makes sick stuff. I don't know, Riley. Just depends on what I'm shooting, right? 70 to 200, awesome if I need compression stuff. Wide angle, awesome if I need wide stuff. That's such a broad question. Hard to say. I also like using mechanical lenses, like those cheap Rokinons. They're like 250, 300 bucks for video. They look pretty darn good. Most clients can't tell. I can tell you that from experience. Don't need to be dropping $3,000 on a lens usually. Let's see. How do I motivate myself to vlog my travel trips? You got to be passionate about it. So you got to be stoked on it. If you're not stoked on it, then it's going to be pretty tough to do. So maybe if you're not going to enjoy the process, I don't know, like maybe you just don't do it. I'm huge in doing things you're passionate about, because if you're not passionate about them, everything you do is hard at some point, and when things get hard, you're going to give up. So if you're stoked on it, do it. Part 2 to that, how to motivate yourself. Man, I don't know. Just do it, man. If you want to do it, just do it. Just put your head down, do it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work, and stay consistent. Don't give up after 2 vlogs. Give up after 200 or 300 vlogs. I've met multiple people who had vlog channels, and not one of their videos got really seen by anyone until like video 200 or 300. So play the long game. Don't give up. What mic is it? This is the Rode NT USB. I think it's like $150 maybe. I wish I could hook it up to Instagram. I don't think I can. We're streaming on YouTube right now, and that's where it's connected, but it sounds amazing, and it's pretty small. I can travel with it. Just plugs via USB straight into my computer. No XLR. So you don't need a recorder or anything like that. It works really well. Catch you later, Riley. See you next week. Let's see, what mic is it? How can I aperture, shutter speed, and ISO? How can I my hands on aperture, shutter speed, and ISO for clicking the best photos? I think you're asking how to master aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. I actually am going to do a full breakdown of your camera settings, how to master them. That's going to be coming soon. I'll be posting that when that comes out. But for now, just look on YouTube, how to master camera settings. There's going to be a million videos that pop up. I want to make one to put my own spin on it. But just grab your camera, mess with stuff, go outside, shoot, mess with all the settings. That's how you learn, is by doing. You have to learn the content that you see on YouTube from online courses, but then you have to go implement them. That's a part that a lot of people forget. If you just jumped on, this is sort of the end Q&A session from this week's episode of Let's Meet for Coffee, a casual chat about the creative industry. Today we talked about overcoming 3 struggles that all creators face, whether you just picked up a camera for the first time or you've been doing this for 10 plus years. That's what we talked about today. And right now we're sort of in like we're just hanging out, chat, Q&A session. Let's meet for coffee. We're meeting for coffee. Cheers, guys and ladies. Grab a cup of coffee, drink it. Celebrate the fact that it's Friday. Know what I'm saying? Is there a way to be a part of Adventure Labs or Wanderlust? Tag both of us in your photos. We feature photos every Friday. That's what's going to be going on after this live today. Feature photos on our stories. So you can do that. We have an ambassador program that's coming out soon. We're launching something on Monday, which I mentioned earlier, that's going to be exciting, that potentially you could be a part of. There's a lot of ways coming soon. So stay tuned. Tyler Jordan photos. Thanks. Glad you're stoked on the lives. I need to do more of them so that you can join more of them. So that's motivational for me to keep doing these. Any last questions? Going to jump off soon. I'll answer like 2 more talking points or questions. I'll give it a sec. Cheers to life. Hey, cheers to that. Cheers to that. Living a passionate life, happy life. Choose to be happy. There's only 2 choices. Choose to not be happy or choose to be happy. Which one are you going to choose? I don't know. So mic for Echoey Studio. I don't know if I can fix that on my iPhone because this is connected to YouTube. I think Rode might have some like little iPhone speakers that sound decent, which maybe I should do. I'm literally just streaming this from my iPhone right now. So I apologize for the Echoey Studio sound. If anyone has any tips for iPhone, improving your iPhone quality, I'd be stoked to hear them. Send me a DM or leave them down in the chat. Just checking out the chat here. If you're watching live on YouTube, we're also live on Instagram. Talked about overcoming 3 challenges that all creators face. This video, you're going to be able to rewatch this on YouTube. It's going to be there. If you want more tips like this in written form, delivered to your inbox, your email, join our creator newsletter, adventurelabs.co, not .com, adventurelabs.co/creator newsletter. Usually you get about 2 emails per week, tips, tricks on leveling up as a creator, and adventure creators specifically. Hey, you have a great weekend too, Yeah Adventures. Do you plan an Adventure Labs meetup? I'm going to be down to go. I'm from Minnesota. Dude, yes, for sure, Adventure Labs meetups. It's a little challenging with COVID. Maybe we'll do like a digital meetup somehow. I've always wanted to host a digital film festival. So maybe that'll happen in the future. I don't know. Can't really do meetups right now due to COVID, unfortunately. But we can still do this, which is pretty cool. We can still engage with each other, hang out digitally. I know it's not the same, but anyways, I'm going to wrap this live video up. Hopefully you got some value here. If you want to rewatch this video, it's going to be on YouTube. Also going to be delivering. I don't know why that was hard to say. Also going to be delivering the tips here to our creator newsletter at some point. So jump on that, adventurelabs.co/creator newsletter. And until then, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your Friday. Finish your coffee if you came with some. I'm doing the same. Here we go. Coffee's done. Catch you guys later. Peace. Later. Thanks for joining in if you're on YouTube. Have a great rest of your Friday. How do I even end the stream on YouTube? Here we go. Peace.